69% of teen boys now believe women are fundamentally against them. I'm going to show you exactly how toxic masculinity influencers like Andrew Tate are deliberately manipulating your insecurities to make money off your loneliness. This isn't about cancel culture. This is about recognizing psychological manipulation that's making you weaker, angrier, and less successful with women. By the end, you'll have a clear framework to spot this toxic programming and build real confidence that actually attracts respect. And if you stay until the end, I'll reveal the one trait that separates men who fall for this content from men who build genuine strength. Welcome back to Deeper Dudes. But first, let's talk about why millions of young men are being radicalized against half the human population. You're struggling with dating, feeling rejected, watching other guys succeed while you fail. Then, an algorithm serves you a perfectly crafted video. A guy in sunglasses tells you it's not your fault, it's women, it's feminism, it's society. The Movember Institute found that 73% of boys consuming alpha male content report increased anger toward women within 6 months. What a load of crap. Nobody teaches us that these influencers are running a business model based on your pain. I know because I almost fell for it. At 19, after getting rejected by my crush, I spent weeks watching pickup artist content. The angrier I got at women, the worse my interactions became. It was a downward spiral disguised as empowerment. But toxic masculinity isn't strength. It's weakness marketed as power. And here's exactly how to recognize the manipulation. Strategy 1. The scapegoat pattern. Research from Deakin University shows toxic influencers use identical psychological techniques as cult leaders. They identify your pain, then redirect your anger toward a target group. This is called scapegoating. Instead of helping you improve, they give you someone to blame. Here's how to spot it. Watch for absolute language. All women are this. Feminism always does that. Society never rewards good men. Look for victim narratives. You're not the problem, they are. Notice the us versus them framing. Real men versus everyone else. When I started recognizing these patterns, I realized how my mindset had shifted. I wasn't becoming stronger, I was becoming bitter. Real strength takes responsibility. Victim mentality hands it away. And once you see the scapegoat pattern, the next manipulation technique becomes crystal clear. Before we go any further, I want to pause for just a second. Because none of what we've been talking about really matters if we don't have the energy and clarity to actually implement it. And I learned that the hard way. Look, we can't become our best selves on a broken foundation. We all know what it feels like to wake up exhausted. No energy, poor focus, and zero motivation. Getting good, restful sleep, targeted therapy, and the right supplements are an important part of this healing journey we're on. It forms the solid foundation from which we grow. I've personally tested more things than most humans. Consider me your personal guinea pig. Everything linked in the description below. I personally love the sleep tools, supplements, therapy resources, cold plunge gear, journaling apps I've done and used them all, and they're awesome. These are some of the best science-backed and extensively tested products designed to help us build rock-solid sleep, energy, mental clarity, and vitality. Check the description below for the complete stack. And hey, if you grab anything through my links, you'll be supporting this channel at zero cost to you. No pressure, of course, and thank you in advance for taking a look. Now let's get back to it. If this is helping you see through the BS, please hit that like button so more guys can find this when they need it most. And drop a comment. What red flag behavior have you noticed in toxic masculinity content? Let's help each other stay aware. Here's the truth about confidence that changes everything. The Australia Government Research Centre found that men consuming toxic masculinity content showed decreased emotional intelligence and worse relationship outcomes within 1 year. This means the content promising to make you more attractive to women is literally making you less attractive to women. This is called performative masculinity. It's acting tough instead of being secure. Real confidence comes from competence, not compensation. When you're actually good at something, you don't need to prove it every 5 minutes. The Stoics knew this 2,000 years ago. Marcus Aurelius wrote about strength through self-mastery, not dominance over others. When I stopped trying to prove I was alpha and started focusing on becoming genuinely skilled, everything changed. I learned to cook, got better at my career, developed real hobbies. Women started responding differently because I wasn't performing anymore. This leads directly into the most dangerous manipulation technique. Strategy 2, the false solution trap. Netflix's research on adolescent masculinity shows that toxic influencers promise simple solutions to complex problems. They sell you shortcuts to confidence that actually create more problems. Here's the system they use. Promise instant results. Get rich quick. Get girls fast. Become alpha overnight. Oversimplify complex issues. All relationship problems have one cause. All success follows one formula. Sell expensive courses or products as the real solution. Here's how to spot it. If someone promises to solve years of insecurity in 30 days, they're lying. If they claim one mindset shift will fix everything, they're selling fantasy. If their free content just leads to expensive programs, they're monetizing your desperation. Real growth is slow, messy, and requires multiple approaches. There's no shortcut to genuine confidence. But the most insidious manipulation is the identity trap. Strategy 3, the identity hijacking. DCU Anti-Bullying Center research reveals the most dangerous pattern. Toxic influencers don't just change your opinions, they reshape your entire identity around their ideology. They convince you that being a real man means thinking like them, talking like them, hating like them. Here's how it works. They define masculinity in extremely narrow terms. Real men never show emotion. Real men always dominate. Real men never compromise. They make questioning their ideas feel like betraying your gender. If you disagree, you're weak, feminine, or brainwashed. They isolate you from different perspectives by claiming everyone else is lying to you. The truth bomb. Masculinity isn't fragile. If your identity as a man can be threatened by treating women with respect, you never had real confidence to begin with. When I realized I was defining my worth through opposition to others rather than my own character, I had to rebuild from scratch. Here's the hard question. What kind of man do you actually want to be? Not what online gurus tell you to be, but what would make you genuinely proud of yourself. Strategy 4, building anti-fragile confidence. Real confidence survives rejection, criticism, and failure. Performative masculinity crumbles the moment it's challenged. Here's the framework. Develop competence in areas you care about. Master skills. Build knowledge. Create value. Practice emotional regulation. Learn to handle frustration without blaming others. Build genuine connections. Form friendships based on mutual respect, not shared enemies. Take responsibility for your outcomes. Your dating life, career, and happiness are your responsibility. This isn't about becoming soft. It's about becoming strong enough that you don't need to tear others down to feel powerful. I spent a year deliberately consuming diverse perspectives, building real skills, and practicing emotional maturity. The result? Better relationships, more respect from both men and women, and actual confidence that doesn't evaporate when challenged. When you combine all 4 strategies, recognizing scapegoating keeps you from misdirecting your energy. Spotting false solutions saves you from wasting time and money. Avoiding identity hijacking preserves your authentic self. Building anti-fragile confidence creates lasting success. This is how men achieve real strength, not by dominating others, but by mastering themselves, not by hating women, but by becoming men worth respecting. Drop a comment. Which strategy hit hardest? Number 1, scapegoat pattern. Number 2, false solution trap. Number 3, identity hijacking. Or number 4, anti-fragile confidence. And here's the deeper question. What would change in your life if you stopped seeing women as the enemy and started seeing them as potential allies? If you found this helpful, please subscribe to this channel. It really helps us reach more guys who need to hear this message. And if you liked this video, check out our other content on building genuine confidence and healthy relationships. Each one digs deeper into becoming the man you actually want to be. Thanks again for watching. Catch you in the next one, and until then, stay aware, stay authentic, stay strong.